Hey guys, welcome back to my channel again. My name is Arsalan and today we are on day 33rd of solving the object oriented programming system questions with the help of Python. So guys, as you can see on the screen, there is a question and this question is of course a bit trickier than the one which we have solved on day 32nd. Now, if you are very new to this playlist, please let me give you a very brief introduction of what this playlist is all about. So, in this playlist, we have been solving question based on object-oriented programming system to build a logic and understanding, and we are covering each and every topic, including class, object, attributes, and instance attribute, and then we have inheritance concept. Then we have class methods and various topics we will be including. We will be just include in our questions, and please do subscribe to the channel for such content. And now let's start with this tutorial. And this question is based on multi-level inheritance, and I introduced the concept of multi-level inheritance on day 2032nd. And I have also already discussed multiple inheritances, single inheritance, and I've already done many questions based on these two inheritances. Now I have just introduced this topic and we will be doing some questions based on multiple inheritance. So let's start this tutorial. And just before starting with this tutorial, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon button, and bookmark the playlist so that you can get the updates from the channel. And moreover, before starting uh, before just starting watching my tutorial, please try to do it on your own. And if you are unable to solve this question, so then you can just follow my. So let's start this tutorial now. Create a class called vehicle with an attribute manufacturer. Implement a method called display manufacturer that prints out the manufacturer of the vehicle. So let's create a class called vehicle. Now we have an instance attribute here that is manufacturer. So we will be writing it here first of all, manufacturer, and self dot manufacturer is equals to manufacturer. Now we have to create a method really specific to this class, so that is display def display manufacturer. So I will be just copying this and paste it here, def display manufacturer, and self, passing self here, and then we will be returning f string here, which will be including the in a manufacturer. So the manufacturer is self dot manufacturer. Now we have created a parent class here, so let me just write it here that this is a parent class. Now we will be just doing something like this here, that we will be creating child class 1, and then child class 2, and child class 3, and so forth, so on and so forth. And guys, let's see what they're asking us next to do. So create a child class called car that inherits from vehicle class. Add an additional attribute model to the class car class. Implement a method called display model that prints out the model of the class. So let's create a car class, and then we have an additional attribute called the model to the class. So we will be creating an additional attribute here. So class, so since it's a class, child class, so we'll be writing first of all the name of the child class, close it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we will be writing vehicle here, since it's a parent class here. And now we will be writing definite here, and manufacturer, and second parameter will be our model here, and self dot model is equals to model. So the moment I entered in it and just I press the enter key, you will be seeing that I already got super init function. So we have already discussed it in depth what is super init. It allows us to use the functionality of the parent class. So it will be allowing us to use the manufacturer attribute, and also allowing us to use the method of the parent class, that is display manufacturer. So we can also use that method if we want to use inside our child class, so using the super init function. Now create a we have to create a method def. What is the name of the method? Let's see. Create an additional attribute model to the car class. Implement a method called display model that prints out the model of the class. So def display model, close it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we will be writing self here and returning an f string here, that which including the model which is self dot model. Now similarly we will be creating child class second. Now let's see what the child class is second is. So create a create a child class called car, and create a grandchild class electric car that inherits from the car class. Add an additional attribute range to the electric car class. Implement a method called display range that prints out the range of the electric car. So we will be just creating electric car class here, close it by parentheses, and inside those parentheses we will be writing the name of the parent class. So right now the parent of the electric car is, so the parent of the electric car is car, right? I hope you have understood this. So we are just creating hierarchy here. So electric car parent class is car, so we'll be putting car here, and we will be writing def init here, of course. And the moment I press the enter after writing the def init, you will be seeing again super init. So now again it will be allowing us to use the functionality, the function from the parent class. So now we will be using the manufacturer, the model attributes. We can use it here. Now we have to create another attribute. So what attribute we have to create here? Let's see. Add an additional attribute called to the model. Add an additional attribute range to the electric car. So we have to use additional attribute range here. Self dot range is equals to range. Now we have to create a method here. Let's see what is the name of the method. Display range here. Display range here, and putting itself inside the parenthesis, and then returning a value that displays the range. So the range inside dot curly braces self dot range. Now we have to create a great grandchild. So we have to create one more child class. So child class 3. So class, what is the name of the class? Great grandchild class called Tesla. So Tesla is the great grandchild that inherits from the electric car. Added additional attribute autopilot into the Tesla class. Implement a method called display info that prints out the manufacturer, model, and autopilot availability to the Tesla. Alright, so the name of the class is Tesla, and we will be closing it by parentheses since it's a child class, of course. So now its parent class is electric car. Now we will be writing def init and press enter, and now the moment I press enter, I am already getting manufacturer, model, range. Now we have to put one more argument here, that is what is the name? Add an additional attribute called autopilot. So autopilot is the additional attribute. Self dot autopilot is equals to autopilot. Now we have to create a method let's see which method we have to create. Implement a method called display info that prints out the manufacturer, model, range and autopilot availability of the Tesla. So we will be writing the display info, and inside those parentheses we'll be writing self here, and we will be returning what, all of these four features of electric car, or you can say arguments, we will be returning. So we will be writing f here, and then we will be writing what we will be writing, we will be writing each of these uh, attributes here. So we can just copy this here, and I will be just pasting it here, and now I will be putting line break here, and then I will be again copying this here from the above section, that is the model, and again putting it here and pasting it here, and again pressing the I mean putting the line break here, and then again copying this and pressing putting the line break here. All right, and then putting again the line break here, and now I will be saying the autopilot availability colon self dot availability, sorry, autopilot. Now we have created a method here, and this method includes all the features from the above classes. So this also includes the electric car feature, this also includes the car feature, and it also includes the parent class, that is vehicles. So uh, this is parent class, this is child class, this is child class. So all of these features are included in child class. So child class Tesla, that is child class 3. So we can also call this great grandchild. We can also call great grandchild, and this class inherits all the above features of from the above classes. So now if I create an instance here, let's create an instance here. Let's say we have an instance here as a is equals to Tesla, and then now we will be writing 4 parameters here. So 4 arguments, we can write any 4 arguments. First of all, we have to give the manufacturer, then we have to give model, then we have to give range, and then we have to give autopilot. So let's put some random values here. XYZ, model is ABC, and range is, let's say, uh, 15, anything, and autopilot is true, so it's an autopilot here. Now if I want to print all of these values, I will be just saying a dot display info and close it by parenthesis. Now if I want to run this, so just before running this, I will be writing here an instance for great grandchild, that is Tesla, and now I will be running this. So you can see the manufacturer XYZ, the model ABC, the range 15, and the autopilot availability true. So this was all in the question, guys. I hope that you have understood this question, and if you have not understood it, then you can just watch it again, and you can just comment down in the comment section that what were your doubt. And if you lack in the concept of multi-level inheritance, you can watch my tutorial on day 32nd, where I have explained in depth what is multi-level inheritance, and we will be just solving more question on this so that we can gain more confidence on multi-level inheritance. So now you know what is multi-level inheritance and what is the usage of multi-level inheritance. So now we have just understand the concept of multi-level inheritance. Moreover, we will be doing more questions, and we will be gaining more logic and more understanding on the topic of multi-level inheritance. So this was all for today on day 33rd. I hope that you have liked this tutorial, and please do subscribe if you do so. Thank you guys for watching this video, and see you next time.